With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Let's go.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
18 rattle.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And this one is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And look, oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing here, Howell. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw, Howell.
Finding Walker, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Here's Walker.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Walker.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Kenneth Walker, his target out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go now.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
Willis will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Mustang 19. alert. Lead alert. 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Panther 11. Panther. Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st down, Howell to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Howell changing the play here. Now they'll change things up. Off play action. It's Howell.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this is good. It was running out of gas here at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
1st and 10, Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
60 vices, 60 vices.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Come on, come on.
1st down, Giants.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler.
Willis out of the gun. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Reek Woolen in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Seven Pirates. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Here's Willis. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18, 5 in.
On 1st down, Willis.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Willis.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is kept alone at 14-13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go now. 3, go.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Got it. 70 Rangers.
Last play of the half, Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And now the rookie's free.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Giants. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field, you know.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now he'll look to throw it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Howell.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
Out to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up.
It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, check that, street.
2nd down. Here's Willis.
oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, but his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The shotgun snap to Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 tight, 18, 5 in. Go.
To throw, here's Willis. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Come 19, come 19.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Mustang 19.
Willis will try and throw for this.
He'll buy some time right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Down the left sideline. How about this?
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 5. And Howe will throw it.
And this one's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his windup. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And once more, Howe back to the air.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
19 Lion. Check. Ready?
Howell down to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. It's Howe with another throw.
And Walker has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Howe try to pick it up on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Howell.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Howell looking to throw again.
And a quick throw here that's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Giants' 5-yard line.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now Willis.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And now an audible here into something else.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
19 Lions, 18 Rabbit, 18 Rabbit.
Willis will look to pass again here.
Flush to his right. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Here now, 3rd down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here's Howell. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Let's go.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Powell to throw. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Powell's pass intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one complete on the slant route. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Seahawks 26. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Powell out of the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 1st down, Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Howell from the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st down, Howell to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And once more, Howell back to the air. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Got it. Ready?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Warrior 70.
Play action. Here's Willis. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, 55 yards. And the Giants add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Seahawks 32. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Go.
Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their